So you guys have seen the thumbnail and you're probably wondering, Ben, what the hell is that? A fake PS6 bundle with Hogwarts Legacy sequel? Yes. Here's the thing. I have made a discovery. Not a discovery, it's like a realization about Sony's involvement in Hogwarts Legacy and Hogwarts Legacy sequel specifically. And it's not like I'm gonna drop a bombshell here. It's not too big of a deal, but it's an interesting discovery that I want to share with you about, So here's the tea. Sony wants to align itself with Harry Potter IP as much as possible. That's been apparent from the first real trailer that happened at PlayStation Showcase. That's become apparent with the exclusive gameplay showcase at State of Play. And that continues to happen even to this day. Because I noticed there are a few ads that pop up about PlayStation, just PlayStation, that features Hogwarts Legacy. I did some research and I found those ads, and here they are. See that? It's not that big of a deal, right? They just mentioned Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to the second trailer. Again, not a trailer, a promo ad, just an ad campaign that they roll before any other video. Huh? Just for a split second. But here's how it works. Here's the interesting thing. It puts Hogwarts Legacy alongside God of War, The Last of Us, right? The PlayStation exclusive. So it positions Hogwarts Legacy as this title as if it's on the same line as these other titles, including Spider-Man 2, including Horizon, right? So all these IPs are PlayStation exclusive, but they also put Hogwarts Legacy. It's not like they also sometimes put Fortnite and put other things, but the thing is, the way it works in their mind, like, yes, all those other titles are available on other platforms, but not according to this. Here, it doesn't say that. It's with all the PlayStation showcases and everything and trailers and ads, they don't mention that a given title comes out also on other platforms. That's not how it works, because they are fighting the console war, regardless of what anybody thinks. Of course, there's a number of people who research, who know about other platforms, and they know that Hogwarts Legacy comes out on all the platforms. They don't have to get just PS5, but not that it's only a small percentage of people who know that and who are the fans of gaming in general and who are invested. The average buyer doesn't know any of that. They just see an ad and they make an assumption, make a purchase just based on the ad. They don't continue doing researches. They just see, new Hogwarts Legacy Harry Potter, or not even Hogwarts Legacy, oh, Harry Potter game, I want to play that. PS5, okay, I'm just getting a PS5, right? And it worked. Because not only Hogwarts Legacy sold 35 million units, it also sold shit ton of PS5s. A lot of PS5s were sold with Hogwarts Legacy, even though there's not a bundle, but so many people were buying consoles for the very first time. And the only game that came with it was Hogwarts Legacy. And now what it wants to do is have Hogwarts Legacy sequel to sell PS6. That fake-ass bundle that I have here, that is their goal. Their goal number one. They want Hogwarts across all of their PS6s or maybe even PS5s, depending on when it comes out. They want Hogwarts, the most iconic thing, to be across all of their bundles. That is gonna sell like pancakes. How do you sell pancakes, though? With that, of course, comes a set of limitations, exclusivities, and certain setbacks for the consumer. These are quests like Haunted Hogsmeade Shop Quest. that was exclusive for PlayStation players for 1 year. Then it became available to other platforms, and people were upset. Well, first, everybody were upset that they're not getting this right away. PlayStation people were happy, but then it kind of switched. Everybody was getting something new and exciting to play a year after, and Sony players were like, we're not getting anything. But I don't think that's going to repeat necessarily in that regard, because I think Hogwarts Legacy sequel is going to have a better plan for post-launch with DLCs, expansions, etc. Right? For the first one, they were not necessarily ready because it was their first title, was their first thing, and they didn't know really if it's going to succeed or not. It did, but then we're like, we did still, they still had to bring PS4 consoles and the rest. And I know a lot of players, a lot of you are going to be like, no, I don't like that. It's like, you don't like the exclusivity. And I get that, because you just want games to be available on all platforms. But at the end of the day, the console wars are real. Some companies like Microsoft, they're trying to downplay it right now. They try to be like, let's become more available. Let's not have as many exclusives. They're downplaying it. But Sony and Nintendo, they are fighting this console war really hard, and they are winning. That's the bottom line. They are head on, like, in their vision, of course it's great when everything is available for everybody, but, well, no. They want the PlayStation to be the leading console, and everyone to just get it and, have their games on their console. That's just marketing. It totally makes sense for a company to think that way, because other platforms are their rivals, But Sony is fighting the console war. They're hard fighting it. They're like, exclusives are not gonna stop. Nintendo never stops their exclusives, and their exclusives never even come to PCs or any other platforms. So the console wars will not stop. And I believe this will be another move, another campaign, console war campaign for PlayStation. That's exactly what's going to be. With that, besides the exclusivity, Sony will want to influence Hogwarts Legacy to come out at the same time as PlayStation 6 comes out, because we're approaching that era. We are now in the second, or we are going to enter second year of PlayStation 5 Pro, right? So there are already talks and leaks about PlayStation 6, right? This is not, this rendition is not a leak. This is just really just like random interpretation that I just wanted to get the message across. So looking at year 2027, maybe 2028, I believe is going to be the time when we're going to be seeing the both coming out. Now, with this exclusivity also, Hogwarts Legacy sequel might be getting some delays. If, say, console is going to be planning to be released 2028, 2029, right? Maybe they will be pushing Hogwarts Legacy to postpone the release of the sequel if they were ready a year earlier. That is a chance. Not necessarily. That's just pure speculation. I mean, all of this is a pure speculation. But I think seeing how many consoles Hogwarts Legacy sold off PlayStation, of PS5s, they'll be willing to invest into the sequel more. They will be willing to sign harsher contracts that will tie Hogwarts Legacy even stronger to Sony, and will be and its marketing and releases, content even will be aligned with Sony very, very closely. But again, I don't think the sequel will become just PlayStation exclusive. It will not, because Warner Brothers will never make that deal. They will never ditch out of the opportunity to sell so many copies across so many platforms. So I think paying attention to the news about PlayStation 6 will also be telegraphing us about the release of the sequel as well. And I think once that starts to come up, we're going to start getting certain information about the sequel, its title, reveal, etc., And so I believe this will be one of the first games to be coming out for PlayStation 6. As I said in the beginning, this is not too big of a deal, because It's cool because I want to have a PS6 or PS5 Hogwarts Legacy bundle. I want to have unique stuff. I want to have a control. They did the controller before, right? Which I didn't get a chance to get my hands on. It came out, it ran out so fast. But I think even though there might be some setbacks from the consumer perspective, I think it's overall a good thing because Sony, well, when it aligns itself with a certain product, it means it trusts in its quality, it trusts in its developer, and it's like, so it's not only the sign for that they want to sell more consoles, it's just a good pat on the back of the developers and of the creators of Hogwarts Legacy and then the sequel, that they're willing to align their platform, their huge name, with this AP, with this title. And so it stands handsomely alongside amongst God of War and The Last of Us and Spider-Man 2. So that is just, it's good to see, honestly. Well, we'll just have to wait and see what actually is going to happen, but I believe this is their main goal. But guys, let me know, what do you think of this potential development? Have you seen any of those ads running on before any videos on YouTube? Let me know in the comments. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and all the other buttons of that nature. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.